Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Comic Books NYC channel. You're watching Original Art Hour. This is the show where we sit down with other original art collectors, share some art from our collections, tell some stories, have a good time, and talk about the art side of the comic book collecting hobby that we love so much. And joining me on this new episode is an artist and a collector that you can find on Instagram, both at Tricky Trapster and original_comic_art. Links in the description below. Make sure you go check him out. But joining me here live is Tricky Trapster. What's going on, my friend? Thanks for being on the show, man. I really appreciate it.
Hey, I'm glad to be here. Glad to be here.
Nice.
Hello,
So this is your first foray into live YouTube streaming content, right? Like, or live YouTube content, right?
Yeah. Other than some really risque stuff in the past, this is my first.
Right. Some private one-on-one stuff. I gotcha. Well, awesome, dude. Well, welcome to the magic of live shows on YouTube, and already see some awesome art on the wall behind you. So I'm really looking forward to seeing some of the pieces in your collection, as well as some of your pieces also, which I'm excited about potentially seeing some of that. So I'm sure the chat is as well. So let's say a quick hello here to some folks here in the chat, and then we will get going. We had Graphic Man in here first. He said, "Let the graphics begin." Geeks is in here. Can't wait. He was hanging out, tailgating. Life with two YouTubers. Sharon in the house. Good to see you. Thanks for being here. D-Runk Comics wants some of that art. You're going to get it, man. Backseat Driver in the house says he will have to catch the replay. That's all good, my friend. Scott Evans. What's going on, Scott? Nice to see you here. Ruben Guzman is in the house. Nice. Thank you. Luis Ramirez, 504 is here. Geeks is back. What's up, Geeks? I just lost all the comments, and StreamYard just disappeared all of a sudden. What is happening? Oh, wait. Okay, it's back. JP Budget Collecting in the house. Good to see you, JP. Thanks for hanging out. All right, so let's get to it, man. Why don't you just tell everybody a little bit about yourself, how you started collecting art, how you started becoming an artist yourself. I think it would be cool if we got a little bit of an intro from your perspective.
Okay, I've been drawing, like most artists since I was a child. It was a lot of horror stuff back in the day, but then I got into comics because my mom bought me like 3 long boxes when I was a kid. And it completely changed my life. And that's kind of.
Wait, so your mom 3 long boxes, like books, a collection? Or?
Yeah. She had bought somebody's collection, and it was like only 3 long boxes, and it had, they weren't like. Sometimes you could buy collections, and there's like a lot of doubles. Like it was all like mostly 80s and early 90s stuff, some image stuff, but it really like moved me. Like as far as like my love for comics, like when I was a kid, like to get all the comics at once, and then I obviously love the cartoons, Spider-Man, X-Men, all that. Dragon Ball Z, I was big in Dragon Ball Z and stuff on Tsunami that would come on after school. Been drawing and all that time, and I've always had like sketches. I'm sure you have too. Where you get like you might pick up something here and there in the past before you got into collecting seriously.
Yes.
And, yeah, that was kind of me. Like I had some pieces. I was familiar with art because I was going to Comic Cons mostly in the Chicago area and around Indiana, and like Mid Ohio Con. I would go to like Minnesota. They have like a fall con that's pretty good. And I never really bought anything published. I would just have some small sketches here and there. But I got into it probably around the same time you did. It was about a little over a year ago now that I got serious about collecting. So
cool. Yeah, I mean, I don't think I got my first published piece until about 3 years ago, something like that. So it hasn't been a long time, and I don't think I even got real serious until 18 months ago to ish. you know. So
Right.
nice. All right, well, cool, man. And I know that. So you have two separate platforms. One is, you know, kind of a original comic art scene and news and information and collection account, right? At original comic art with some underscores in between the words.
Yeah, it's a new account. I use it for that, and I don't want to really like bleed much of my art in there. Like I'll throw things in, but I don't want to give out myself. Like, yeah, because I do love the hobby, and I want it to be.
Right.
I want to connect with other collectors there. You know what I mean?
Well, I appreciate some of the stuff you've been sharing on there. It's been pretty cool to follow that other account. Although I think I've been following you on Tricky Trapster also for a while, for a minute. But so if you're not familiar with Tricky Trapster, both of his Instagram links are in the description below. Make sure you guys go check them out. What's up, Jags in the house? Bear Island Comics is here. Thanks for stopping in, guys. Appreciate your support. So let's get to it. It's Original Art Hour. It's time to show some art, and the guest always goes first. So it is your turn, my friend. Right, Tricky Trapster, welcome.
I'm going to show two pieces here. This one's kind of like a print and a sketch. So the story goes, Angel Medina came to a signing, and what he did was he printed off 100 of these prints, and then based off whoever bought the print, they would request what character they wanted in this way. So it's really funny because Thanos is like, this is the print side, Thanos is the print side, and he's like creeping out in this chair, like he's like he's like about to get something.
So yeah, he had one too many.
Kinda. Yeah. It's a really badass. Thanos. But anyway, the person wanted. I have to go backwards here. The person wanted Psylocke, so he's like creeping on Psylocke, and it's one of 100. It's pretty cool. It's just, I'm sorry, I'm like.
It takes a little bit to adjust to StreamYard. Everything is the opposite way you think it is.
Yeah.
Like,
so just a silly sketch, but I think it's funny, and I would love to get more of these. There's 100 of them, and I think it's hilarious.
That's cool, dude.
So I'm a big Chris Burnham fan, and he's my favorite artist, like modern artist.
Okay.
He's done Batman Incorporated, Nixon's Pals, Officer Down, some indie books with Joe Casey and Grant Morrison. Worked with him on Nameless. But he's like we're a lot alike. He's kind of like I don't know, he's funny. But he drew this picture of me getting fatality queefed on in the face.
What?
And so I'm getting by a Femme Sub-Zero.
Oh wow.
And that's the size. He knew the size of it. It's pretty hilarious. But I'm getting fatality queefed on by Femme Sub-Zero. It's a sketch.
I'll reiterate, this show is not for kids. What's up, the boy who had 7?
Yeah, it's not for children. Children shouldn't know about fatality queefing until they're much older.
Exactly. Yeah.
Want
to show one more? Or okay, so it'll go back to me. Okay, we'll do me. All right, so I'm gonna open up the package that Tricky Trapster sent to me as an A-OK. He drew something for me. He created an illustration for me as a gift and sent it my way. And I've been kind of holding out and probably making him a nervous wreck by not opening it for like the last 5 or 6 days or however long it's been. But it's here, and I wanted to make it the first piece I showed. I haven't seen it, so I did a little bit of a pre-unboxing. I don't know how much packaging I have to get through. I just opened like the top, like little.
Yeah, not much.
So just pull it out.
I asked what your favorite characters were, and you had told me, North Star and Wiccan and the Hulkling, and so
right.
So I drew a picture.
Yeah, so that's exactly what you should expect in here. All right, so I'm trying to find the art in this. Just let me okay. I see it.
Maybe I forgot to put it in there.
All right, let's see. All right, I'm gonna look at it real quick first before I reveal it to the camera. Oh man, dude. I don't know if there's anything on the back. Okay, dude.
Yeah, the back is a prelim of something I'm not drawn yet. Don't worry about the back.
Oh my god. All right, so holy. All right, sorry, everybody. I'm just like looking at it and leaving you all in suspense. So check this out. That's badass. Hold on, you guys, is it close enough? I can't see myself anymore on the screen. So.
Yeah. Yep.
Oh, there is a prelim on the back too.
Yeah, I'm sorry about the prelim. You can.
No, the prelim's cool.
Yeah, so the Frank Miller page. I've been wanting to recreate it for a long time.
That's sick, dude.
And when you told me you like Turtles and Batman, I
Dude,
thought this is what
Turtles and Batman are two of my jams, dude.
Do you recall the page in Dark Knight Returns?
Yeah, I do. Dude, that's amazing. Yeah, dude. Oh wow, very cool. Holy curse word. Awesome. Yes, dude. This is great, man. This is one of the coolest things that anybody has ever done and sent me. Damn. Well, dude, I don't know what else to say. It's like I'm really, really, really happy with this. This is really cool, man. Thank you so much, dude. Wow.
You're welcome, bro.
Dude, that's really, really
I eyeballed
awesome.
the horse. Everything, the horse is like spot on, but I just eyeballed it. I didn't trace or blue line it.
Dude, this guy's got some mad skills, guys. You got to check out his artwork on Instagram. Dude, this is great.
Did you see that Fugitoid? You see that Fugitoid?
Dude, this is so cool, man. Oh man. All right, I gotta put this in something safe right here. Let me see if this is gonna fit. Maybe
put it
in a safe, right? Oh man, I just want to make sure I don't mess this up.
Not because I drew it. It's just I sometimes I draw shit and I'm like, damn, I can't believe I just drew that. Like,
dude,
it's that cool to me.
Dude, it is, man. It is. All right. Well, it's gonna take me a second to put this away. I'm just gonna move on with the show. But dude, thank you so much, dude.
Put it in the fire. You're welcome, bro.
Dude, that's unbelievable. That was like the last thing. That was like the last kind of concept I was expecting. Like honestly, it was like, wow, that's awesome.
You were expecting the North Star and the new Iceman.
Yeah, exactly. Holy crap! All right, well, damn. All right, well, that's off to a great start. Let's go back to you. Let's see some more of your art.
All right. Yes, I still love Chris Burnham. I have I like my goal in my comic book goals, like my collecting goals. I want to be the Chris Burnham guy. Like I want to be known for having that. Now I don't have a ton, but I have some. It's just a Batman sketch that I bought offline. It was an eBay sale.
Damn. That's cool.
So got the bats. This is one he did for me at the con. We're kind of buddies, like I could message him type of buddies. He did this Thanos a few years ago. And then I got this one off.
Sweet. Wait, show that again. Show that last one again. Sorry, I was like putting your art away. Cool. I kind of missed it. Oh man.
Thanos. He just did a sketch for me.
Sweet.
Yeah. And then this last one is Ultraman, which is pretty badass. I got a great deal on eBay. Anytime I see a Chris
Chris Burnham?
Yeah, also Chris Burnham.
Yeah.
Anytime I see something go on sale, I try to grab it. Got Ultraman. I think the collector just collected like Crime Syndicate pieces. And so I grabbed this. It was cheap, and because I know his prices, for this it would probably be anywhere from $300 to $400, but I got it for like $80, and I can't beat that. Badass,
dude.
Badass.
Awesome.
Thank you, man.
All right, cool. I'll just show one this round. So we'll go back to you, but. So this is, I don't have anything sort of full length or commission or published even by David Mack, but I do have this, and I think I posted this to my Instagram, do have this sketch, this Kabuki sketch that's in this hardcover, this like limited hardcover where he actually did individual sketches inside, the hardcover or whatever on this nice sketch paper. So there's the numbered and signed David Mack kabuki sketch.
Well, that's great.
Yeah.
It's on like a paper that got the stuff.
Yeah, it's got that
Is that
nice
like kind of
stock, you know. Yeah.
Oh, is this your sketchbook?
No, this is not my
Or the
sketchbook.
book?
This
The
is
book.
this is like a kabuki Circle of Blood David Mack like limited some sort of like deluxe or exclusive version or whatever that he sketched in.
Cool.
So yep. So yeah,
Have you
that's
ever considered like getting a sketchbook and having like artists do things?
that's a good question, because I do have some comic book sketch covers where it's like, the sketch is on a blank, right, like a blank cover. So, and I have a bunch of those, and I still enjoy doing that kind of thing every once in a while, because it's like a standalone piece still, and you could still kind of display it, in a way, or just like look at it separately from the rest of your collection or whatever. The part about just a sketchbook, just having a pure sketchbook that concerns me is that, you have all this different art from these different artists all in like one enclosed book, and you can't, it's hard to like display and or potentially trade if you want, or, so let's just, rarely would you want to get a sketch and want to sell it, but like, what if you do have to sell it one day? It's a lot harder to move a sketchbook with like dozens of sketches or whatever, So just that little thing like nags me in the back of my mind, and that's why I don't do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've seen a picture online from Bruce Timm, and the guy basically had it in a sketchbook, and he left it upon the seller on how he removed it. So yeah, that's hard, man. And plus, like, I don't know, it would be like you couldn't really sell a whole book of sketches. I don't know, like as far as market goes, like
exactly
never happened. And then,
I mean, there's a similar kind of debate in like comic books where you have people who make bound volumes, where they're like, it's like taking the actual floppy comic run and trimming essentially the whole thing, and combining it into a book, and putting it in a bound volume, which is really can be kind of cool, but it devalues every single book in there, and it has some sort of it has some sort of value, but it's more intangible than just the straight book. I don't know.
Yeah, I think, graphic novels and they're the reading material. You know what I mean? Like that's what you're reading.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. All right, dude. Let's see some more of your art, man.
All right, I have two more. Well, I have several more Chris Burnham pieces, but these are my. Let's do one. We'll do one.
Okay.
This is a book I started in like 2015. It's called Blood, Guts, and Bushido, and it's like a samurai horror book with a lot of different horror elements, zombies, monsters, demons, stuff like that. And he drew this probably around that time. It's one of my characters called the Haunter. This guy, and he's kind of just ripping through and grabbing the brain. And so I met Chris Burnham when he did Nixon's Pals, and I don't know how familiar you are with Chris Burnham, but
I'm not hugely familiar with his work.
So Batman Incorporated and Grant Morrison. Maybe you read any of that, but he's still kind of up and coming. He's on Felix though, so like now
I have seen him on that roster list or whatever, but nice.
So actually, like I'm a big fan of his because of the connection that we made way back in the day. You know what I mean? It's like I know him, and I loved art because it was gritty, like what I wanted to draw at the time, and he was actually good. So
sure. Nice, dude. All right, let me show something. I picked this up, I don't know, a few months ago, and I just, I wasn't doing the show, so I haven't had a chance to show it at the time, or maybe it was like 2 months ago or something. It was during that whole Comic Art Fans live weekend convention or whatever. Remember that? Whenever that was. I don't remember exactly when it was. But this was like one of the cheapest pages, like, that was up, from any, make yourself a dealer person that signed up for that. and it was this page from Green Arrow, Black Canary #1, and it's a Cliff Chang page. So I'm a Cliff Chang fan,
Right.
and I saw this page, and it's got Batman on every panel.
Is this
Right?
the Midnighter, or what's it? Not Midnighter. Sorry, Doctor Midnight.
Yeah, I think so. Honestly, I haven't read this book, so I have it. I have the book, but this page was so cheap, and I'm a Cliff Chang fan. I got 2 Paper Girls pages of his.
He's great with the blacks, man. He's like
dude. So and he penciled and inked the page. So yeah, a little low key.
Dr. Midnight looking through his porn on in his Batcave.
Right, yeah. Some of these perspectives are like so close up that it's like hard to see exactly what's going on unless
Batman's like, get off my porn,
zoomed in.
Bitch. Yeah.
Yeah. But it's pretty cool. Kind of a little low key page, nothing crazy, but an artist that I like. So yeah.
I dig it, bro.
Nice. Thanks. All right, you're up.
This is a Chris Burnham page. It's not a page. It's a sketch. It's a commission he did for me. I don't know how familiar you are with My Hero Academia. Do you watch anime?
I'm familiar of its existence, and I've tried to have a couple conversations with other people here that I know, because one of my best friends has a daughter, and she's into anime stuff, and I think I've had a conversation with him about My Hero Academia once, because he witnesses her watching it and whatnot, but I've never personally seen it. I'm not a huge anime guy. I'm open to it, but I don't know much about it, I guess, is the right way to answer that question. But that's a cool looking drawing. I love that. It's really cool.
Yeah. So All Might's kind of like one of the main heroes in the book. He looks, what I was really appealed to by seeing the show was his look with really dark faced. He had a lot of black in his face. He looked like a villain, but he wasn't a villain. He was a hero. And so I had him commissioned him to do this so I can get a tattoo. And so I got
hell yeah,
a tattoo.
nice.
Yeah. So love
that's a really cool concept. Getting one of your favorite artists to commission you something and getting it tattooed. That's really cool.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
All Might's I'm a villains guy. I love villains. I have Vegeta, Nappa tattoo, Ultron, Fin Fang Foom, Thanos, and
nice.
But All Might my hero. You know what I mean? He's
my
man.
Dude, that's great. Man. Congrats, dude. That's awesome. All right. Do you want to show another thing, or do you want me to go?
Go ahead.
Okay, I'll go. So I got this page a while ago also. And sadly, this is one of those situations where, you live and you learn, and, you really should, if you can, after you purchase something, regardless of where you purchase it or how you purchase it, if you're purchasing it through the internet and it's art, to confirm with the seller the methodology in which they're going to ship the piece and how they're going to ship it to you. You know what I mean? And unfortunately, what'd you say?
It sounds scary.
It was a little scary at first, and unfortunately, this guy folded this page up like it was like a cheap $10 movie poster, in newspaper, not even in one of those professional tubes, folded up and rolled in newspaper with rubber bands and stuff, and so I had to flatten this page out over weeks,
That's fine.
And I won't even get into it. But it's a really cool page. It's a John Boy Myers Marvel Action Spider-Man page with really detailed and intricate pencil work right here.
Right.
Yeah.
That's insane. I couldn't imagine going that crazy with detail. I used to do it. I thought I was good at one time when I did my comic, but
signed by John Boy. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, see that?
That Spidey, he's you could tell he's he's a teen. He's like a young man, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's more of a children's book, right? So they go with that more youthful skew look for Spider-Man and Peter Parker in these books.
He's young, man. He's young.
He is young, and the IDW books kind of play on that more, you know, or whatever. But yeah, I like that page. It was the only thing that only John Boy piece I have right now. Yeah, I mean, I did kind of flatten it pretty nicely. So he's like, I'm gonna probably borrow that one for me. Yeah, right. I mean, it's fine now. Like, but it was, yeah, someone did fold that. It's pretty gnarly that they did that. But
that's horrible.
What are you gonna do?
Hopefully they learned a lesson. I would have bitched him out. Did you bitch him out?
I did bitch them out a little bit. I was like, you know, I left positive, you know, I left positive feedback or whatever. It was an eBay seller, and I left positive feedback still. But I was like, you know what? Even in the positive feedback, I had to be like, this is not how art is supposed to be shipped. You know what I mean? Like,
that's true.
Yeah.
Me
so, yeah. So, anyway, happy ending to that story. You know, the page is fine. You know, there's no damage to it. So, yeah. All right, your turn. Well, yeah, exactly, right.
So my first published page that I had in hand that I bought two. Okay. My first published page I had in hand. I'm a big Exiles fan.
Nice.
I love Blink, and this is from Exiles Annual Issue 1, Page 2. So I assume the first, and I haven't read the comic, but I assume the first page is the Wrecking Crew busting up the town, and Blink comes through on her portal, and she's like, "I'm gonna shove this up your ass if you don't stop." And then he's like,
"Dude, there's a whole lot going on in that center panel. Damn, yeah, it's a huge panel.
You got the Wrecker, Pile Driver, Cannonball. It looks like, and then he's like, "Shove that up my ass, ha 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 ha, my ass." And then she's like, I didn't come alone, dumbass." And then the next page, she blinks the Exiles in, and
nice.
Blink's my favorite hero X-Men. She's a cutie and she's just fun. But yeah,
definitely. Yeah, that's gorgeous, dude. It's nice.
Yeah,
love that.
$100. He sold that to me for $100.
That's awesome. Yeah, that's fantastic, dude. There's some great, you know, under the radar titles and artists.
Oh, that was Tom Rainey, by the way.
Tom Rainey, yeah, I saw that on the signature, on the bottom. Yeah. But that's awesome, dude. It's a great page. All right, let me see. What should I show here?
Do you need me to be showing more than one?
I mean, if you could, that would be cool. Because I brought less. I brought less to the table because I know you brought more.
I'm sorry about that, man.
No worries.
This is my first.
No worries. We're just hanging out.
Yeah. The first page I bought that I didn't have in hand, and this is MC Wyman, Surfer versus Morgue page.
Oh damn!
I got this for $80 at Comic Connect, and
wow.
I'm a big Marvel Space fan. I think Surfer's like the shit.
Me too, man.
I love Morgues, and so he's just like, "Don't interfere with my bullshit, because I'm gonna spank you with this fucking axe." And then he spanks him with the axe. And he's like, "Think on this," and then it like creates a huge energy wave.
Dude, that's a really great page.
I love this page, man. It's hard to sell shit, you know. Like, I want to be a dealer.
Like, if that was a Ron Lim page, that would be like $1,000. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah. That's like, true, but I don't necessarily need Ron Lim. Like, I love his work. Obviously, he did great things. But,
yeah.
It's like the Morgue before Ron Lim. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
It's like, it's dope as fuck. But.
Nice, dude. That's a great page. I dig that one a lot. All right, cool. I will show. Let's see here. I picked up some.
I have 6
you have 6 left? Okay, I think I have like 4 or 5 left, something like that. I picked up a few Archie pages recently. It's like one of those. It's like one of those things where like you can kind of win a whole lot of pages, like 5 splash pages or 5 title pages for like all one price or whatever. So like I picked these up like dirt cheap. I don't know if I'll show all 5 because I might want to. I'm just gonna try to save a few for future episodes. But I'll show 2 of the 5, I guess. Here's one. This is from Archie 391. This is Stan Goldberg. So this Archie 391, and it's the story page or the story splash for this story called Archie and MVS in Archie 391. So it's like an Archie and Jughead page right there. Stan Goldberg. You can even see right there, penciling Stan G, whatever.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Like you said it was a title page?
Yeah, it's a title page. I mean, it says it's page 1 up there, but I don't actually know what page in the book it is. Because it's a 5-story. I think it's a 5-story page, and it's Archie books can have like multiple stories, and whatnot. Mm-hmm. So I think Geeks was talking about your page when he was saying great page. I agree with that. But yeah, there's one of the Archies. And then here's another one from that same lot of Archie pages. This one's from Archie's Pals and Gals. It's also Stan Goldberg. The name of this story is Invasion of the Escargot. And what I like about this page is it's a Veronica page. It's a Ronnie page.
Yeah, we want to see that.
Yeah,
Veronica.
Ronnie's my girl. So there. She's yelling at Archie down there.
yeah. Maybe you don't want her if she's like that.
Yeah, exactly, right. Well, I would, yeah, well, I would take her any way I could get her, but what are you gonna do? Mm-hmm. Yeah, so pretty cool. Pretty cool, man. I don't know if I plan on getting a ton of Archie original art. I've got a few, or JP's like Archie pages without Betty or Veronica are wasted pages. I disagree with that. There's a character named Archie that the book is named after, but I hear what you're saying. I don't really buy Archie comics unless there's a great Veronica cover on it. You know what I mean? So I kind of look at the art the same way to some degree, but you got to also respect the main character. And Jughead can be pretty cool too sometimes. So. But
right.
Yeah, man. So yeah, I'll save the other 3 Archie pages from that lot for maybe the next episode or whatever. But yeah, cool. Starting to expand. I do have that Dan Parent Betty and Veronica cover to one of the Betty and Veronica issues. So that's probably my biggest,
you have
quote unquote Archie page. But yeah, right. What'd you say?
You have to keep up and keep buying art to go. The show must go on, and you have to.
Dude, yeah, we'll talk about that backstage after the show is over. You know what I mean? What's up, my friend? I got issues is in the house. He says, got to stop in and always see the amazing art from these ballers. Thanks, brother. All right, man. So it's your turn, man. Tricky Trapster. Let's see some more of your art, man.
This is on my Instagram or one of them. It's my Assad Ribic page. Now, I don't know
dude, I'm already jealous. That's awesome.
I don't know if it's published, but I seen this page on Anthony's site, and it has Thor and pen. I actually like it because it's got a bunch of different mediums on it. Well, not a bunch of different, but it's it shows some pen work and some color work. It's got Thor. He's like, oh my God, she's taking off her pants. I can't believe this. I have to talk to Assad. I want to find out why this page was made, and maybe it's in a book I haven't read. I don't know, but yeah, she's just you got some bush there. Come on, you want Civ, and you want Civ's bush, and you want Thor being like, I'm about to see some bush, and
damn, dude.
Yeah, and what's good about Anthony is you wait till you see him, and then you could talk him down. I have his number if anybody wants his number, but he'll negotiate. But what's good about him is if you see him in person, you can really, really do good things and get some.
I think the last time I saw him in person was at the Christmas show at one of the hotel. I forget which hotel because they moved venues here, but it was the Big Apple Con guys host a Christmas show or whatever. So that was December or something. So I went to that, but I don't remember if I saw him at C2E2. I don't remember if he was there. Honestly,
that's when I kind of hit you up is because I was trolling the C2E2 hashtag, And then I found your page, and I was like, I drink, and I like to buy beers while I'm there, and I thought it'd be cool because I'm getting part, and you were there, but I didn't run into you.
Yeah, I wish we had known each other before and linked up there, because that it's the last convention of all time. Whatever.
I assumed I creeped you out. Yeah, I was like, well, I probably creeped the hell out of this guy, like hitting him up.
Nah, dude. I mean, look, like we're dealing with a small group of people who are into this kind of shit. So,
And that was the last con.
It was basically the last con, man. Last con ever, right? Seriously. But I hope we get back into that pretty soon. There's a art con happening on August 23rd here in New Jersey at a Holiday Inn, and they're proceeding with it. And they're going to be doing staggered entry. What are you sipping on? Is D-Ronk is asking.
Oh shit! I got some blackberry moon. I guess it'd be like moonshine, like blackberry moonshine, Coke, and then I got some Hypnotic with like a splash of energy drink. I like double fist everything all the time, so
that's quite a drink, brother. I just had some sugar-free Red Bull right before we went live. That's about it. But dude, C2E2 was a blast. I wish we could get back to the con thing, but a lot of my friends are in the chat. Issues, JP, and D-Ronk all in the chat. We're all at C2E2 also, so we were all there. So, but anyway, whose turn is it? My turn? Your turn? I forgot.
Must be yours.
Must be mine then. Okay. All right. So here's something I picked. Here's a recent pickup. This was a Heritage win, which I have my issues with Heritage, especially with like some the buyer's premium and the buyer's premium, and also just like the slow moving like processing and to actually get your art once you win an auction or a book or whatever. But here's my first page from Jim Mooney, and it's really my first page that's focused on Namor. But it's a Marvel Comics Presents Namor page, pencil and ink by Jim Mooney. So yeah, awesome Namor action in that top panel, and also this middle splash, half splash with the kablong.
Yeah, that's so sick.
And then you got he's also in that bottom panel.
He does not signed. Like Fisherman, bro. He does
signed, right? Signed by Jim Mooney. So I'm pretty happy with that, man.
Yeah, dude, I'm like so jealous. I want a Namor. I don't have anything Namor, but I love Namor. That
Namor's awesome.
So I like the grit. This is this like this greenish brown color. Is that like what is that? Can you tell?
Is it? I think it might be vellum or whatever, or yeah, I don't know if it's vellum or if it's a stat, or it's that it could be vellum. I don't know, because you could feel the difference. You can feel the difference in the paper. Like you feel a little bit of an elevation, in those little brown areas or whatever. But yeah.
Remember that shit that's called where they have it's like a gray tone like paper. What is that called?
Yeah. I forget.
Yeah.
I know what you're talking about, though. I know what you're talking about. Yeah, hey, what's up, JP in the house? Scott Evans. I think Scott was here earlier. Issues is still hanging out in here. D-Ronk approves of your drink choices. Dope ankle wings. Yeah, right. That's always what he's been good at. Namor, or known for. Namor with the mid. Yeah, it's this. Like, look at that is yeah.
That's a kick.
Pretty.
Right there. Yeah.
It's a pretty limber kick right there. So yeah.
Dude, that page is fucking cool.
But yeah, dude, I'm a big Jim Mooney guy. Like, especially a lot of like dating back to his like even his like old Golden Age work and stuff like that. I love his work. This is a page from the 80s. So it's kind of like it's kind of like magical that he did Namor in his 80s Marvel like compilation series, and it was just like a one-off story in that issue. So yeah, I didn't have to go back to like the Bronze Age, Silver Age, or whatever to get you know, a Namor page that's out of my reach. You know, this one was like in my reach because it kind of was like a story that probably not a lot of people are aware even exists. You know, so
that's
yeah. Thanks,
get me some Namor. I'll get a Namor tattoo one day, but I got to get me a page.
Nice. Well, I'm sure you will eventually. Your turn.
Ricardo Lopez Ortiz. He's like a new up and coming. He's done Deadpool versus Black Panther. He did Hit Girl.
Okay.
It was rousing modern mythology comic art. They're mostly like up and coming artists. And this is a Weapon X page from Weapon X 20, and it's Weapon X 20 page 20, I think. And so it's basically the last page of the book, and
that's cool.
Mystique, he does like a real anime type of style. Mystique's in the bath, hopefully taking a selfie for some unexpected. Yeah, for Magneto. She's like, "Hey, here's my tits." But I seen this page, and she's cute. She's got a nose piercing. She's dope as hell. I seen this page, and I'm like, I can't believe no one had bought this yet. Super dope splash page of the hottest X-Men villain.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome. You want to show one more?
I got 4.
You got 4? I got 3.
I'll show one more.
All right, cool.
Derek Robertson. He did The Boys. Transmopolitan, maybe. This is a page that I got it super cheap at auction. It's a cover that I think is unpublished. I asked Chris Burnham to find out what it was from, because I want it before I knew, and he said it's from a book called OVB, which stands for One Vicious Bastard. Okay. And it's a cover, and so it's really fucking crazy.
Wow.
So he's basically like ripping a dude in half.
Dude.
And yeah, so I'm pretty sure it isn't published, but that doesn't mean it won't be published. But just some real craziness.
That is insane. That's really awesome.
Yeah. And I seen it, and like I wasn't familiar with the character, and I was like, I bet on it to keep a watch on it because I want some Derek Robertson like boys art. Yeah. But I don't know. I kind of over the course of the Comic Link auction, I just kept like looking at it, and
I know what you, dude. That's happened to me before, dude, for sure. It's like, let me just follow this out of curiosity, and then the more you pay, the more the auction goes along, the more you're drawn to a certain piece or whatever,
Right, and I just love it. I think it's fucking up my alley,
Hey, Fuchsia in the house, or maybe I said hi to her earlier. I don't remember, but dude, that's a great cover, dude. I don't have a ton of covers. I think that's probably, I think most original art covers probably don't have a ton of covers except for the crazy ones. I'd love to get some more covers, but I always end up finding I have a few select covers that I like and whatnot. Like that's probably that Bill Sienkiewicz that I have and the Ryan Stegman that I have are my 2 probably best covers, I guess. But and those are pretty big ones, like for me, like for what I can achieve. I can't really go after like any Bronze Age, Silver Age, or those kind of whatever 5-figure covers, if you will. Those are that's just insane. Like I don't know.
People are crazy.
People are crazy. Hey. If you love it, you love it.
I like that.
It's your money, Yeah.
Right.
Dude, yeah, I love that cover though. That was really, really cool, man. There was a lot of detail in it, a lot of detail. All right, I'm gonna show something. I wasn't planning on showing this today, but because of how much Thanos stuff you're showing and how into Thanos you are, I think I want to show it while we're hanging out here. Yeah, there you go. So I showed my first Jim Starlin page like last season on the show. The first Jim Starlin page I picked up, first page with Thanos on it. And so I ended up being able to pick up another page from the same issue. So same storyline, same issue, Infinity Inc. So or not Infinity Inc. Infinity Abyss, right? Infinity Inc. is DC Todd McFarlane work or whatever that I have. But it's Infinity Abyss from issue 6. The other page I had was like page 20 something, and this is page 6 from the same issue. And what makes this page really cool is just how many different characters there are on it. Okay, you got Gamora, you got Adam Warlock, you got Spider-Man, you got I think Nebula, Captain Marvel, Mephisto, yeah, and of course, full body Thanos.
Big Daddy.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
So on the other page, on the other page it's just a Thanos head. You know what I mean? It's just like a Thanos head at the top. So this is, I guess, my first published Thanos full body image, I guess, from Jim Starlin. So
I see that top panel.
Yeah, sure.
The top one. Yeah, so that's Captain Marvel there by Spider-Man, right? I think so.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. I dig it.
So.
Yeah, I love that old that those Thanos heads, like the heads, like Jim Starlin heads, like where they're just floating. Like I love that shit. It's great.
Thanks, guys. Yeah, it's a pretty awesome page. D-Runk starting the bidding at 35. Yeah, it is Starlin, man. Al Milgram also on inks. So great combination, those two. You know. So I'm really happy with that one.
I actually have one more piece I thought I forgot about. But,
okay. Yeah. Show as many as you want. Show as many as you want. I only have 2 more pages to show.
All right. So I did post this on my Instagram. Batman and Robin 35 cover. It's probably the most expensive thing I bought, and I don't hate myself for it, but like I can't buy it for a while. It's because I got it from Felix. It's the
Batman yeah, you did post that. I love that. That's awesome.
Monsters of the Month cover. They did several, but it was like it wasn't really a fear of missing out. But I was like, I'm gonna get on because I know art's dropping. It's Chris Burnham, and it showed up, and I'm like, I might as well just get the best thing that comes out this time, you know? Like, and I couldn't help it. I was like, I couldn't stop.
Starting bid 135 geeks. That's awesome. No, dude, that's a really nice piece. Congrats. That's an awesome piece. I think I remember when you posted it on Instagram and I saw it, I was like, damn, I missed that one. You know, I was like, yeah. I didn't realize that was I'm sure you mentioned in the post, but I didn't realize that was burning in my head, but that's dope. I like that. All right. Sorry, what'd you say?
I spent too much. I spent too much money.
I can't really talk, so you know what I mean. Like,
I actually think you probably spend a lot more than
I probably spend. I probably spend a lot. What are you gonna do? All right, so I kind of teased everybody that I would be showing this page on a comic book haul video that I did yesterday. I showed these 2 comic books on that haul video. It's Fantastic Four issue number 304. Hold on, let me go full screen. Signed by Joe Sinnott, CDC Yellow Label, and then I also have a raw copy signed by Joe Sinnott. But as you can see, not only did Joe Sinnott work on this issue, but the penciler was John Buscema on this particular issue. So I picked up a page from this particular issue. It's my first John Buscema page, and it's my first Joe Sinnott page. So I'm killing 2 firsts in one stone here, and I just love this page. So I will go from panel to panel. So that's Alicia Masters, but at this time in the story, she's Alicia Storm. You know, she's married to Human Torch, Johnny Storm, and you have kind of a bondage scene here between Quicksilver and Alicia. And then, you know, so a little more of a close-up scene between Quicksilver and Alicia, a flashback scene of Crystal and Lockjaw, and Quicksilver, which is when they first met. And, you know, they say, you know, flashback to FF number 131, right? And then here's a flashback wedding scene of Crystal and Quicksilver, with Black Bolt, Medusa, Reed Richards, Sue Storm. You even have like Thor in the background. You see that?
Yeah, that's awesome.
And
That's
Johnny
sick.
Storm back there. So, but yeah, and signed by Joe Sinnott,
Dude.
right there. So, yeah, man, that's my first published Fantastic Four page too. First John Buscema pencil page and first Joe Sinnott inked page. So this checks off a lot of boxes for me in my collection. So yeah, man, quite a little set right here. Really happy to have added these.
Looking at the art, like it, like I feel beside myself. Like if I, you know what I mean? If I was watching,
Me too, man.
If I walked up to a table and I couldn't buy it, like I would still feel like in awe that it was there. You know, like that's crazy.
Exactly,
that's
dude.
So good.
Thanks, man. Yeah, like it's FF is a tough title to acquire original art. Like, and this is an '80s issue, okay, like mid '80s, okay.
Right.
So, but like if you're gonna go back to like John Byrne Bronze Age FF pages, or of course Jack Kirby pages from the Silver Age are just impossible. Right. So like I feel like Buscema is kind of like forgotten about that he worked on FF, and it's really cool to have the definitive all-time Fantastic Four inker over Buscema on this page. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like especially in that panel, like just the ink work just pops. It's just what a legend Joe Sinnott was, dude. And Buscema, rest in peace to both. So super happy about that.
I can't imagine when I have one of them. You know what I mean? Like when I have a John Buscema page, like I should probably just quit after that. I'll be like, I'm done. Like that's great.
I mean, that was kind of what it was like for me when I got the Kirby page. The one Kirby thing that I have, and I was like, you know what? Like, should I keep going? And I did keep going. But yeah, what's up, Carlito Classico in the house? Good to see you, brother. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. What were you gonna say?
I can't remember, but yeah, like Kirby page would be sick too, and yours is dope. Like,
yeah, I love
it. One day, yeah,
you'll get there, dude. All right, back to you, man.
All right, I have 3. I'll show 2, I suppose.
Yeah, show 2. I'll show my last one, and then we'll wrap up with your last one.
Oh man, it's getting close. So this is Officer Down. It's the last Chris Byrne piece I'm going to show. Officer Down hardback cover. Officer Down's basically a cop who like gets regenerated by like psychics, and so he can keep coming back and like fight villains.
Okay.
So I've had my eye on the paper a long time. I knew I was going to buy it.
Whoa!
And crap. So this is a bunch of hymns. Officer Down. Like DOWNE, and all the villains are back here. Like all the villains in the book are in the background, and then he's standing on top, and the city's on fire.
Dude, that's epic.
It's real for me because it's like more early Chris Burnham. Pretty sick. A lot of detail, and it's cover, and that's badass.
Wow, dude, that's awesome. Sorry, JP. He's like. He's gonna spend his drunk Saturday night looking at original art. It's gonna be really bad. I've been there. All right, show another one.
This is another Grail. I'm a big Steve Dillon fan. I love Preacher. Any book that he draws, like it doesn't matter if it sucks. Like I like it because he drew in it.
Yeah.
So this was also from Anthony's. I couldn't believe the price. It was a ridiculously low price, and I still got it for lower because I talked him down. This is from Wolverine Origins, issue 4, page 12.
Wow.
And so, yeah, it's a splash page of basically in the book, Wolverine isn't using his claws. He has this badass sword, and it's like a legendary sword, and he's like cutting down people for revenge, and Cap's sent out to stop him. And so Cap gets the sword, and he's about to like.
It's like that's like crystal clear, man. I love that page. So that was you said it was a cover or splash?
This is just a splash in issue 4. I'm actually like another piece. I really want another piece of Nuke in this book. right when they show Nuke, and Nuke's the clone of Cap from the Daredevil book. He's got the face. He's got the face that's like an American flag. I'm sure you're familiar.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a new page I really want.
Fantastic.
Yeah, pretty sick page. A Grail, I got it for he had it for like 1,200. I probably paid about 1,000 ish, but
worth it.
Most. I mean, it's Steve Dillon. Come on.
Exactly. What's up, Kay Titus is in the house from Japan. Good to see you. Also, Oregon Weem was in here. I don't think I shouted him out. So good to see you guys. Thank you for stopping in.
People are in the.
Yeah, I mean, it changes. It changes constantly. Like the numbers fluctuate the whole time or whatever. So I'm not looking at YouTube. I just am looking at StreamYard or whatever. But all right. So I'll show one last piece, and you have still some stuff to show, right? To wrap it up, right? Or one more thing at least.
Yeah, I have one.
Okay, cool. Well, all right. So this will be the last thing that I show. This is my first piece of art from the Golden Age. So. It's a published page from a Fiction House comic, Fight Comics number 19. So this is an early issue of this title, Fight Comics 19, World War II era, and so it's a World War II battle page, or kind of action page, a little bit of action, not a ton of action on it. But cool comic from the early 40s. And this is the page. The artist is Chuck Winter. So those issues were broken up, different stories on the inside with different teams, right? So Chuck Winter was the sole artist on this particular story in the comic. Now this is the largest piece of published OA that I have. I don't even know. I don't have any sort of portfolio that fits this page. I don't have any sort of bag and board outside of this giant masonite, board thing. I don't have anything that this fits in. No frames. It's massive.
Right.
It is bigger than Twice Up. You know what I mean? This is like 1.5 times Twice Up, and it's crazy. So it's from Fight Comics 19, like I said. And look, I can't even fit it in the shot, And it's on this old school Eisner and Iger limited, Walt Disney Studio paper, East 44th Street, New York, early 1940s. So yeah, I don't know what you guys can see and can't see on the page.
But we can see the top two panels on
here. Let me try to take it out of this thing. I gotta just be careful, but
it'll fall apart. It's so old.
What's up?
Because it'll fall apart because it's so old.
It is kind of that old, and I'm a little bit afraid of messing with it outside too much. I got to figure out a better, longer term solution for it. But look at all that.
All right, we got the top two panels. Yeah. That's dope, man.
Thanks.
It's so neat to see that old stuff, man. So neat.
Yeah, this is by far the oldest piece in my collection. I think it's 1942, 1941.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, 1942. It's after we were in the war in the United States.
So long ago.
Yep.
That's beautiful.
Thanks. Yeah, thank you guys. It's I'm not gonna really make Golden Age art a huge priority like I do with comic books. It's a huge priority for me on the comic book collecting side of things. There's just less art out there, and getting anything from the big name artists of the Golden Age is next to impossible. Geese, the bigger the better. Yeah, arguably. So this is I just don't know. I don't even know what to do with it because I don't have any other art this size. So I have no storage situation for it, and I don't. Yeah, I mean, I guess I could try to get it custom framed or whatever, but that's expensive, obviously, and like I kind of have to like, you know, pick my spots with that. But what were you saying?
Get a cheap frame and stick it on that wall that you're building.
Get a cheap frame, stick it on that wall. Yeah, it's not a bad idea, because you know, I don't want to get like, I guess you know, you could get large, super large portfolios like those 18 by 24s, or you know, like, and it might fit one of those. I would have to take measurements again on it, but
then,
I don't know.
But then everything else will be really tiny inside the portfolio.
Yeah, pretty much. But all right, dude. Back to you, and we'll wrap things up with a little bit more art from Tricky Trapster, and then we will you know, end the show after that.
This is a Bruce 10 that I got. I have several.
Oh wow!
So I got these back here, and then
yeah, I've seen you post. I think I've seen you post some of those. Yeah.
Yeah, they're both on my Instagram. But they'll probably be moving, hopefully, at the end of this month. And this piece is like kind of taking the place for me as far as like quality and character.
Sure. Right.
So this is Black Queen.
Whoa, dude.
Yeah. So this is like a 9x12 piece. The guy bought it from Albert Moy full price at $1,800, right? And he must have been really eager to sell, because I kind of watched it. I watched it on eBay. It started out at like 18, and then throughout the course of 1 month went down to like $800.
Oh wow! So you were following the price movement down the whole time.
Yeah. And then I waited till someone bid on it, and I took it for like $830.
Nice.
Pretty good, pretty badass. Like.
That's awesome, dude. I don't have a Bruce Timm. Definitely on my list of grails. I want something, you know, that I'm happy with, or whatever. Obviously wouldn't be published. Just looking for like an illustration, you know. But yeah.
Right. I would say if you find something that is full, like a full colored piece like that one, it's better to have that, at least for me, than just like some small.
Right, the little sketch style pages. Yeah.
It's when you look at it, it's like. You don't know who did it. You can look at the back of it and you're like, what the hell is this? Like, it's pretty incredible. Like, as like an artist, I don't know how he does it. It's amazing.
He's amazing.
It's pretty
definitely one of my all-time favorite artists.
So bro, I have a fucking idea. And
okay.
Let's just I wanna do a giveaway real quick.
Really?
So yeah, I know you're not super into Spawn, but I just finished this Spawn piece.
Oh wow!
It's like 11 by 17. Maybe some of the people in the chat are into Spawn. I finished it like 2 nights ago, I think. I messaged you a number. Okay. On Instagram. So what we'll do is people in the chat just type in a number, and then from 1 to 100, any number 1 to 100, the closest person to the number gets it, and I will mail it out. You know.
All right. Well, there's only a few people left. I think people saw that we were wrapping up the show. But hey, you stick around here. You stick around here to the end. You got your chance here. This is amazing.
Good for them.
Oh wow. Okay. All right. I'm gonna look at the clock. I'm gonna give you guys about another 30 to 40 seconds. You know, so like 1 minute total. But put in your number between 1 and 100 in the chat. All right. We got some numbers coming in here. Only one guess, guys. Don't guess more than once.
Hey, I don't care what they do. That's all good.
I'm going to wait about 15 more seconds.
Do you have your Instagram available? Or...
I do. I'm looking at it right now. Yep.
Yeah, I sent you the number.
Yep. All right, guys. I'm going to wrap it there. Those are the guesses. The number is the number that was sent to me. Hold on, I will switch it to me just so I can confirm. Was 6, and the closest is Geeks in the chat with 8.
Yay!
So right, awesome! Congratulations, Geeks. Geeks is actually going to be appearing. He's actually going to be appearing on this program in the next several weeks, which is awesome. So. So I'm glad it was somebody that's an art collector and is always a regular watcher of the program. So that's really, really awesome. Congratulations, man.
Send one of us your address, and I'll get it to you.
He's on Instagram, and I think he probably knows how to find you. Tricky Trapster on Instagram. So you guys talk, and you guys can set it up, man. Congratulations, Geeks. That's really, really awesome. Great piece. Yeah. D-Run's like, Geeks cheating. No, there was no cheating involved. Dude, and I want to show this one last time for anybody who missed it up front, but this is the AOK that Tricky Trapster took me. Like, he drew this, guys, okay? And it's a hybrid Frank Miller Dark Knight Returns splash page homage with turtles. I mean, freaking badass. So I want to show that definitely again here at the end. Thanks again, dude. What?
I wanted to keep it because I was like, man, I wanted to keep it when I drew it. I was like, man, this is so badass.
Dude, I don't blame you, dude, because it is badass. It is really, really cool, man. So
kind of like an in between the comic and in between the original art. If you ever see the page, his cape's not covered in, but in the comic it is. So I kind of like did what was more appealing to the eye.
Yeah. So real quick here, you got anything coming up that I know you don't have a YouTube channel, but you got 2 Instagram accounts. Links in the description below. Make sure you guys follow them on both accounts. But anything you want to mention about those, or anything you got cooking other than that, feel free.
I have comic ideas that I want to do. Maybe I'll be writing. I probably won't be drawing much of it. That I want to work on. I may hire like a professional artist for, maybe some anthology stuff. But yeah, no, I mean just follow the Instagram. So everything will be there. And that prelim on the back, bro, is a part of a story I was drawing, and basically the idea of it is that it's like a samurai book, and then there's demons, but the demons are all cartoons, and so like it's set back in the day, but the demons are all like, the style is really cartoony, and they would be like horror cartoon demons, but super sick.
Dude, that's awesome. It sounds like you got a lot of creative stuff cooking around, and that you're you're putting yourself out there as an artist, which is awesome. I love that. And you're also an art collector, so that's awesome, man. You got some great pieces in your collection. I'm glad you decided to share them here on my channel. I can't thank you enough for that.
Some of them are the first times I've shown them. Like
that's awesome.
Some of these, So, man,
and this kind of also checks a box for me, where I brought in somebody that hasn't been on YouTube outside of our regular circle of, people who have channels that we're all familiar with, to the program, because I am looking to do more of that, because there's only so many people that you can find. I mean, there's only so many people that you can find that collect it, and then there's only so many of those people that are willing to get in front of a camera and share, you know what I mean? So, it can be a challenge. But that said, the next episode of Original Art Hour is going to be on Tuesday, August 11th at 7 p.m. Eastern, a little bit earlier. And joining me that episode is going to be Tony NY Jr. Tony NY Jr., who is part of the YouTube comic community. He's always in a lot of the live stream chats, and he's on Instagram also. Another New Yorker. So I am going to get Tony NY Jr. on that show Tuesday, August 11th, 7 p.m. Eastern. Make sure you guys go follow Tricky Trapster on Instagram, and original_comic_art on Instagram. Thank you for watching. I appreciate everybody's support, and we will catch you on the next episode.
Where do I begin? I see the hate, they don't want to see me win. Bank deposits, I got more coming in. Top down, throw the money in the wind. I don't want it all. Heard he scammer, had to switch up the accounts. Moving paper, gotta call it my account. It's all in, I can have it coming out. Been through the struggle, I can see another drought. Yeah, it's not a purse, it's a merch. 6 figures was a goal, now it's 9 or a hearse. Put it work. Used to pull up, not swerve, no time for the snakes, time to put them in the dirt, that's word. I gotta get it, it's in my DNA. You only see the highlights, don't know what it takes. Last year stressing, got no sleep. Now I'm right between the courts, I don't know bleed. I see the hate, they don't wanna see me win. Bank deposits, I got more coming in. Top down, throw the money in the wind.